Guys, it's Helen Vandenberg here from GetClientsFast.net, and today I was just messaging with one of my clients, and I wanted to just share a few tips on how to fill your events at the last minute. So now, filling events at the last minute is not my preferred tactic. I very much prefer a launch or a launch plan, and I mean, we typically spend 3 months doing a launch or creating an evergreen funnel to fill events. So these are emergency hacks. This is not how I recommend you run your events. And certainly the results you'll get doing a last minute sales push are very different to if you had done a progressive launch or had an evergreen funnel. However, there are times where either there's an opportunity for you to run an event last minute in, say, when I say last minute, I mean within a week or two. So there are sometimes you might be given a venue for free, or you might be invited to, there might just be a particular holiday that you want to make sure there's an event for, or sometimes you just didn't get around to promoting it and you had that lovely thing where you put the date in the diary and you kind of sent out the positive vibes and you did a few emails, and they get to a couple of weeks before and you're realizing you've only got 2 people signed up. So as I say, I genuinely believe the best way is to plan ahead with these things. Most really effective target marketing takes time or money, and usually both. So however, when you're in a pinch, there are some things you can do. So I have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 little tips for you today. So the first one is I'm going to talk about is know your goals. So if you have less than 2 weeks to get people into an event, now I'm talking about a workshop, a masterclass, really a live, probably in-person event, although this could well work for webinars too. If you've got less than 2 weeks to get some people into your event, first of all, know your goals. So you should rarely, unless you are an event company, in which case you would not be doing this in the last 2 weeks, then you should not be using the event as your sale, as your offer. Usually the event is the marketing and the nurturing event process to get people to buy something else. So the event could be free. Just because it's free doesn't mean people will come. You still have to market it. Could be low cost, it could be high cost, but then with an upsell to a much higher offer. So let's imagine you have a half-day event. It's, I don't know, $47 or pounds, and you're aiming to get 10 to 20 people in there with the hope that you will convert maybe 3 to 6 of them into a premium offer. So if you know what you're after, I think at this late stage, if you have not already had launch pattern, a launch process in place, then you need to perhaps adjust your goals and know that the whole point of your event is just to get visible to ideal clients. So when you have a few months or 2 to 3 months to create an event, you can do all the things to set up that launch so as you get the right people in the room, and that you can probably convert on the day. When it's a week or 2 weeks away, I think you should adapt your goals and have your entire campaign around getting you visible to your ideal clients. Because when you say you're hosting an event, that immediately puts you a little bit, a higher level, a more experienced level, a more professional level than someone who isn't. There's lots of coaches, consultants out there who would love to run events, but never get around to them. So the fact that you've even got one is going to say something about you. I always get new clients when I promote my giveaways, my tele-summits, and my live events and my VIP retreats. Even if I just say to people, hey, I'm in Barcelona today, I'm doing a VIP day with this amazing client, look at the venue. Even just those very casual social media comments can bring you, well, for me, they always do. They always bring me inquiries that lead to clients. So I want you to think about your purpose is getting very visible, showing that you are doing an event with the mindset that, yeah, we want to get some more people to the event, but actually it's the marketing. None of that is lost. Even if nobody came to the event, even if you only had 3 people, all of that marketing is visible to hundreds, if not thousands of people certainly over the current short term, but over the long term, people will come back and see that you've been promoting an event. So know your goals. I want you to really reposition this. This is about an opportunity. It's a bit like when I launch a new book. It's never about the book sales for me. It's about me saying, look what I did. I have done this book. It has value for you. But there's something that's why most of my VIP clients ask to come and write a book with us. It's one of the services we offer, is because they've seen that I've done it, and having something to talk about, like an event or a book, gives you that credibility. Say, look what I've done. You can do it too. Okay, so know your goals, and maybe tweak them slightly to about, this is all about visibility with your long-term goal of getting more clients, getting visible to the right clients. So number 2, how do we actually get visible? What are the things we can do? So if you're at short notice, then you've really got to double down on your visibility, and video, and certainly live video, is the most impactful way. It has the most engagement at the current time than written posts. So I would do a combination of daily lives, if not twice daily lives, on either Facebook, YouTube, or any other platform, Instagram, IGTV, wherever you're comfortable, and even where you're not. If you really you just want to get yourself visible out there, it's a great way to try a few new things out. So even if you're not super familiar with some of the other platforms, you've only got a week, 2 weeks to do it. Let's go and see. There's a great opportunity to go, and you're doing videos anyway. Go and share them everywhere. So where possible, lives, because you do get some interaction. And don't worry if only one person or two people are watching. Many more people watch them on the replay. But if you post them on, for example, in Facebook in your business page, you can then track that in the future for your advertising stats. So do lives in your groups, on your business pages, on, if you have a YouTube account, on YouTube. And in terms of content, you perhaps don't want to be just doing, come to my great event. You want to do something like behind the scenes. I would do something like, I'd be showing my notes. I might say, look, I've just been putting these notes together for the workshop I'm doing on Friday. I might talk about a case study. I might talk about my story. But all within and if you want to know more about this, I'm running an amazing live event this Friday or this weekend, okay? So daily lives, posts, and networking. Yes, so if there are any networking groups that you're part of where posting is allowed, and quite often, especially local, like we have one in Hertford and Essex, you might have one in London or New York. If there are local small business networking groups, then see if there's a day. Usually there's one day a week where you're allowed to post your events or post your offers. So stay within the rules, make sure you don't tick off the persons whose group it is, but wherever you are able to post live or do a video, or even just do a written post, then do it. So get visible, double down on your visibility, at least 2 things every single day. And like I say, do not worry about how many people are watching or not. Think about this is all about speaking to your ideal client, and that they may or may not come to the event, but you're reaching people, showing that you do events and that you're a professional and you have some valuable content to offer, okay? So that's number 1, know and reassess your goals. Number 2, get visible. Number 3, get others involved. Again, this is something I much prefer to do with a long lead time. You can have some great partnerships with people if you give them a lot of notice. Excuse me, I've got a frog in my throat today. But you can get it's much easier to do this with help. So, but I think what I would caution is that you've got to give something back. You've got to give to get. So if you want other people to promote this for you, you need to be offering them something in exchange. I think it's a little bit cheeky to ask other business professionals, or unless you've got friends and family who adore you and do it for nothing, but you must think about what is in it for them, and how can you support them in another way. So for example, you could invite clients or past clients to ask them if they would post out for you and offer them a free ticket, or say for everyone that you get, if you get one person comes through yours, I'll give you a free ticket. It's better to have people in the room than not. So you could also offer them a speaker spot, so a 5-minute tell us about your business spot at lunchtime. You could ask for sponsors to do it. So if you know anyone who has got a local networking group or an online networking group, you could ask them to sponsor you and say, well, there's no money involved. I request you to pay me. What I'd love to do is if you will email out this to your list and post it on your website, then I will promote you at my event, which means could be an in-person appearance or a little table with a stand, or it could be that their branding is on materials, as you can see, we are going into hustle mode. If you're doing this at the last minute, you really do, these things do work much more effectively with the long run. But you can do these. If you've got a week, you've got 2 weeks, you can get an awful lot done. Imagine if you invited 5 past or potential clients and asked them, said, if you can mail out for me, I'll give you a free ticket. So you've already got 5 people. What if you got one sponsor who emailed out to their list or who posted it in their site? If they've got 1,000 or more people, that would be an amazing thing. You, of course, can ask your friends and family if they are relevant, if they're in front of the right audience. So you will have perhaps business buddies and friends that will just do it for you. And you can say, or you could approach people and say, I'd love to support you. I will send out for you in the next month, okay? So also you can approach associations, but they tend to want a much bigger lead time. But if you are very friendly and very close to someone who runs an organization, again, you could ask them. So know your goals, get visible, get others involved to help you. Number 4, my favorite actually is personal outreach. So if you know this event would be ideal for a particular person who's a friend or a client or someone a colleague or a peer, then personally reaching out to them. And this could be, the phone is always far more impactful. Almost nobody does it. It's how we've had huge success, is because whilst everyone else is automating things to death, actually getting on the phone or messaging people and say, do you want to hop on a call, and actually speaking to them and having a conversation about where they are in their business or where they are in their health or whatever it is you're promoting, and then inviting them into it. And just a direct, if you don't have people's phone numbers, a direct post, which could be a private message or an email. Always make it in the way that you normally communicate with them. So personal outreach, find 10 people that you could personally request, invite to the event. And I don't think you do have to give it to them for free. You could talk to them around, do they know a friend? But and that is my next one, is I'd invite people who have signed up or who are enrolling to bring a friend, do a promotion on bring a friend. But you don't have to give it for free. Just invite them and say, this is an amazing workshop. I think it would be ideal for you. So personal outreach. So number 5 is bring a friend. So this is a promotion. You could do this too. So if anyone's already booked, then you email them personally and say, I'm so excited you're coming. I'd love to gift you with an additional place for a friend or colleague. Please let me know who you'd like me to put down as your guest. Okay, so that's easy. You could double your room, this room size immediately by that. And then, of course, you could do a promotion for new people to anyone who else is signing up. You can. We've just halved the price of it to if they invite a friend. Now, again, this is not about selling your stuff cheap. This is creating an event that is a marketing event. So this doesn't mean that you would do crazy offers on the upsell, but this means that you can get people in the room that you can talk to. Okay. Number 6, the final chunk, is kind of really leveraging your social media. So there's some really simple things you can do that can make a big difference. So change your profile picture, get someone on Fiverr to create you a new graphic, or do it yourself in a software like Canva. So you'll see whenever I'm promoting an event, it might be a giveaway, a tele-summit, it might be a live event, my header on my personal page, my business page, and my groups will change to promote that event. And then it'll have a clickable link in the description. So that's something you could spend half an hour on, and then it means anyone who is coming to your page in the next week, 2 weeks, will see this event. Again, it makes you look more professional. Create a graphic. So don't just post about it with a video, create a branded graphic. Again, you can do this yourself if you're tech savvy, at platforms like Canva, or for about between $5 and $20, you could get somebody to create 3 or 4 graphics for you. Again, just look at my social media stream and you'll see lots of these whenever we're doing a promotion. So create graphics. And the other thing is, make it easy. If you are going to ask people to post out for you, make it easier for them. Write the entire post as if it's written from them. So I might write, my friend Helen Vandenberg is hosting this amazing event on Friday. I'm going along and I'd love to invite you too. And then I'd have a graphic created for them with the event time, date, and some branding. You can also create, so we've had change your profile picture to a graphic that shows the host, shows off the event, create graphics images for the event. Create events. So you can create your event in Facebook as an event. You can create it in on Eventbrite. That's Eventbrite. They will have places where you can put your event in there. If you sell tickets through Eventbrite, then they do take a fee if there's a charge for that. But it's definitely worth doing to get more visible. So again, you could spend a couple of hours doing that. So get it on events listings. You could also look at local small business listings. Even your local paper, if it's an in-person event, usually has an online version of the paper with an event section. Now, it's not going to be your hottest leads, but you don't know. It probably reaches 30, 40,000 people. There might be one or two there that want to come to an event on mindfulness or on health or whatever it is this week. So make sure you create events. You also want to use hashtags. So create an event hashtag so people can then see all the different events that are going on, all the different places you're promoting it, and get that sense of momentum. So we have done know your goal, get visible, get others involved, outreach personally to people, do a bring a friend offer, and leverage your social media. So guys, those are some of the ways. And of course there is paid traffic. You can of course pay to use Facebook ads, Google ads, any of the other platform ads to get traffic to an event. It would not be my first choice for a last minute promotion, because I would like to be a lot more considered about how I spend my ad budget. I'd almost be more sort of inclined to send traffic, to do some ads to send traffic to a Facebook group. So you absolutely can do it, but I personally wouldn't be my first choice for a last minute event. Bearing in mind that your purpose of running this event, if you haven't promoted it and filled it a couple of weeks prior, so months before, and having it mostly full 2 weeks before, then we're now into hustle mode. So the outcome that you're looking for is to create mass visibility so as you can be seen by your ideal clients whether they come to the event or not. Okay, so the purpose of the event changes slightly when you're doing a last minute push. And of course you can really feel, we've done it when we've had clients come on at the last minute and say, look, I need help do this. You certainly can, and it takes a lot of hustle. So choose to do it, choose to step up. If that's what you have going on this week, do it, do as much as you can, but no, the goal is about getting visible to your ideal clients, whether they turn up or not. All right, hun, have a great day. I hope that was valuable for you. If you have questions, please post them below or email me at helen@getclientsfast.net. And if you know you are ready to work with a mentor one-on-one or in a group program to really rock your business, then please do get in touch. You can always book a call with me or one of my team at coachwithhelen.com. All right, guys, have an amazing day. Take care. Bye.